What is going on, true believers? I hope you're having a great day. We've got an important update on Monkey Shiat. They are getting listed on Gate.io. This is Pablo calling in a favor, is what he said. Big deal, as a matter of fact, because this. Here's what you got to consider here: Monkey Shit Inu MSI. They have a market cap of about $5 million. They have a trading volume of 100,000. So it costs $250,000 to list on Gate.io. Just so you guys know, just for clarity's sake, you have to provide them with supply of tokens, number one, and number two, pay them $250,000 in order to be listed. So guess what? Pablo just put out $250,000 to get listed on Gate.io. Now, what happens when you get listed on Gate.io? Well, as long as you have a decent amount of trade volume, and they will incentivize you because this is in the startup wing. So they're going to let this thing grow. And as it grows, they're going to move it over to the main account. But you can start trading Gate.io on Gate.io in just a couple of days. Trading is going to start on July the 30th. So you got about 3 days right now. What's going to happen to MSI once this starts to spread its wings, if you will? And I think what you're looking at is 50 to 100 million market cap, easy from where it is right now, which is a $5 million market cap. It might take time, So, you don't know yet. And the important thing is we've got good information. We've got good data. We've got good news coming around over the last 24, 48 hours. We're going to check all that out and more. We just got the PCE numbers in. The PCE numbers are at 2.5, which is better than the 2.6 that we had from the month before. Elon Musk, you guys love him. I tell you, I can't fucking stand him. And guess what? He just removed the Bitcoin emoji from X because what the fuck? What the fuck? Because he's Elon. And you know what? What does Elon think of you? Oh yeah, go fuck yourself. I don't make the rules, guys. I don't make the rules. I told you I don't like certain people because I don't think they're genuine. I don't think billionaires in any context are good people. Now, I do like the fact that a lot of things that Elon does, I do like. But as a person, we're talking about person. We're not talking about building Teslas. We're not talking about any of that other shit. We're talking about the way who he is as a person. I don't like him. And it's my right. It's my right as an American to have the right opinion about everybody on the planet. It's just science, guys. It's just science, right? Isn't it? I mean, I think it is. I don't think it's probably not. That's probably a little bit offensive to a lot of people. So if you did, let me read my apology statement. Dear everybody, I did not mean to say the things that I just said and indicate that America is number one at anything. We're top 10. We're top 10, but maybe not number one, except education. And incarceration, we're number one. You know what I mean? You guys get it. It's crazy, right? SHIB, we got a SHIB prediction. We've got a Maga prediction because that thing might be exploding too very, very, very soon. We're going to talk about all that and more. We're going in old school today. This is not financial advice. I'm always right.
It's your boy Bleed. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
All right, guys, I hope you're having a good morning. If you have any cryptos that you want, go ahead and put them in right now. I'm going to scroll back through here in just a moment, and we'll start looking at, we'll start looking at some of the tokens that you want. But let's get on to the big news of the day. And that big news is MSI, Monkey Shit Inu. Monkey Shit Inu just got listed on Gate.io. So Pablo reached into his own pocket, pulled out $250,000 and got a listing. This says right here, the subscription, 11 p.m., July 27 to July 29. Now you can claim by making deposits. That's how the airdrop works over here. There is an article up. We'll get to that in just one moment. But if you, trading starts at 3 a.m. July 30th. To claim, here's where you go. You can go to, and by the way, this is overseas, so I guess I can't access it. God damn it. Anyway, let's pull this up, I guess, on the screen. You guys can see it for yourself, and figure it out. If you are interested in doing a claim right here and you are using a VPN or you use Gate.io or whatever it is that you use, then you can go right there and you can grab it. And also, here are the details for whatever it is that you need to know about MSI. And guys, listen, MSI, Monkey Shit Inu, is hilarious as a name. And it's Pablo's way of saying to you, hey, anything could pump. It doesn't really matter. All you have to have is a dedicated community. And here's one of the funny things. What Pablo said last night, very, very, very prescient, as a matter of fact. He said, all I need to take you guys to a big market cap, all I need is 1,000 of you guys. And that 1,000 of you guys, all I need you to do is find me 10 new investors. If you did that, then that takes 1,000 to 10,000, just like that. Now, in the event that that happens, then all I need is 10,000 solid investors. And all I need is for 10 solid dedicated investors to go find me 10 more. And then you have 100,000 holders. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. And in fact, if we're looking at it right now, MSI is up 12% on the day, trading at 25.77. I told you guys I expected it to have a run up here and start to break up into this direction right here. I think if it's got a little bit of strength, and I think with MSI, it's going to have some strength, and I think we're going to see at least 100% pump on it in the next short little while. And thank you for John Donnie becoming a member of the channel. Guys, it helps me out tremendously if you are a member of the channel. So, and it's $4.99 a month if you want to. And if you're a baller and you want to support me in the best way possible, there's up to a $99 subscription. But this helps me out tremendously, and I'll provide you with secret content if you become a member of the channel. So anyway, I think we're probably going to see about a 100% run on it in a very short period of time. Let's also talk, while we're at it, let's move on from monkey shit just a little bit and go to Coins Chick. If you guys remember Coins Chick, then guess what? She said that she thinks that there's going to be a nice little pump happening on her Coins Chick coin, because they're going to be doing some updates and stuff like that. I assume that they've got some stuff going on. It's 318 holders right now. I just want you to guys just consider something here. There's 318 holders right now on Coins Chick's coin. It's trading at 45.58 right now. No big volume, if you will. There's no big volume. Okay, but if you consider monkey shit, there's 1.57 and there's a 7.7 million market cap. Now I want you to consider that. If they 5x, that would be a 7 million market cap ish or something like that. So if money steps into this could be, you're getting in at $44,000 market cap. So guys, in the event that you are interested and you want an opportunity, and I can't tell you that this thing is going to explode. I have no knowledge on whether it's going to explode. Here's what I have knowledge of. It's up 24% today in 24 hours. It's up 47% over the last 7 days. And it only has a $44,000 market cap, with half of it being in liquidity. So here's what's going to happen. This thing is going to explode, in my opinion. And by explosion, 1 million market cap. We're not even talking a lot. So guys, this is one of those moments where I can't promise you anything is going to happen. But if you have one soul laying around, if you have one soul laying around, then I think this is one to look. If it goes to 500,000 market cap, think about this. It doesn't have to do much. If it goes to a 500,000 market cap, that's 11x. That means your one SOL is now 11 SOL. That's an investment that you should be able to say, hey, you know what? That's actually a pretty good risk for me. I think I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it is that simple here on this one. This is one of those things where, again, I can't promise you it's going to explode. I can't promise you it's going to do anything magical. But we all know CoinsChick, right? And we know that she's working behind the scenes, and we know that there's a big meme community out here doing a lot of stuff on this coin. And at some point, this thing is probably going to just send itself, right? Again, 1 million market cap, that's not a lot in this business. That's not a lot. So if it goes to 1 million market cap, or if it goes to 500,000 market cap, or if it goes, I mean, if it just pumps a little bit, then I mean, god damn, you know what I mean? Now, to give you guys an idea, yesterday I bought one SOL. I'm doing what, what I'm telling you is this is exactly what I did as well. So, but if you come over here and you check it out, I have 6.6 million right now, and I bought it for one SOL, and it's 1.61 right now. So, you know, I'm up $100 or so, and I'm not ready to take anything out of this. I'm not pulling out at this point. I'm going to leave this in for a little while because I have a feeling here that that's going to turn into 10 or 15 or 20 Solana. So, and if it does that, then fantastic. You know what I mean? Nice big win. But I think that we're going to get at least, I'm going to get at least 10 SOL out of this, in my opinion. So, I would certainly, and it would not hurt you at all to come over here and check out CCC. It is right here. I'm going to put the address down here. Boom. And again, only takes a little bit for a nice and significant run. And I'm not saying, again, that it's going to blow up or anything like that. I'm just saying that, you know, this is a low market cap. It's one of our own people. It's only a matter of time before you start hearing about it on maybe Tom Crown's spot, stuff like that. It's only a matter of time. So, you know, interesting times abound. So check out Monkey Shit, check out CCC, and we'll talk about the rest right now. So number one, PCE number came out today. It's at 2.5%. The primary Fed inflation gauge came in higher than expected in June following the data. The S&P opened solidly higher, but it says the personal consumption expenditure, the 12-month headline inflation rate, eased to 2.5, matching estimates. Typically, the Federal Reserve decision-making puts more weight on core inflation, which strips out volatile food and energy prices. Core PCE prices index rose 0.2% in June, above 0.1 forecast. The 12-month core inflation remains stuck at 2.6, exceeding 2.5 forecast. On an unrounded basis, the core PCE rose 0.18. The 12-month core inflation edged up 2.63. May's initial report of 0.08 rise in the core PCE price index was revised up to 0.13. June inflation forecasts were submitted ahead of Thursday's data, showing that the Fed's key gauge of core inflation ran a touch hotter than expected in the second quarter at 2.9 versus 2.7, but we're through the quarter right now. So below the surface, the quarter two inflation data looked better. A measure of core market-based inflation eased to 2.4 last quarter. What does that mean? After the June core PCE inflation data, market pricing showed 5% odds of the first Fed cut will come in next week's meeting. We've got a couple of days. We have a couple of days here, and then you might end up seeing a big cut here, 25 basis points, starting off maybe a bull run. I don't know. Maybe not. 100% odds of a quarter point rate cut being announced no later than the September 18 meeting. So it is going to happen. The question right now is, can we get two? If we can get two, then we are kicking off the bull run a little bit early. Now, at this point, we haven't. Market sees slim 11% odds on 50 basis point rate cuts at September 18th. They're going to go 25 basis points. Over the rest of 2024, the market sees 98% odds of at least 50 basis points worth of cuts. So we're in the spot now where things start to expand. So moving on here, from Elon Musk, go fuck yourself. Elon Musk has decided to remove the crypto emoji from X. In the era of cryptocurrencies, Elon Musk's decision to remove crypto emojis from the X platform has generated a wave of perplexity and discussions within the crypto community. Now, why is this happening? First of all, originally a couple of days ago, we found out that we found out that cryptocurrency, Bitcoin 2024, would have Donald Trump, it would have RFK Jr., it would have Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris backed out. Elon Musk didn't appear to back out. Elon Musk showed up in Tennessee just a couple of days ago, but we don't have any information on what happened there. But the event occurred on the eve of the Bitcoin 2024 conference, so he took this out right before the conference. Elon Musk is known for his unpredictable and often controversial decisions, has decided to remove the emoji associated with various cryptocurrencies, including that of Bitcoin, from X. This move surprised many, as Musk has long been a supporter of and an influential voice in the world of cryptocurrencies. The crypto emojis on X have been kind of a recognition and a legitimization of various cryptocurrencies. The crypto community on X has expressed a range of reactions, from concerns to speculations. Many users have expressed their perplexity and disappointment, questioning the reason behind the decision. Some see the removal of the emojis as a step back for visibility. Others suggested there might be a broader strategy behind this move, perhaps related to regulations of new developments in the direction of X. One of the most vocal users tweeted, "The removal of crypto emojis is a hard blow for the community. These small symbols were more than just images. They represented an identity and a movement." Elon Musk, to this point, has not responded to it, has not given any reason why he told sad moment right now. But again, it is a testament to what I continue to tell you is Elon Musk. Never trust Elon Musk. It's all I'm saying. Never trust Elon Musk. I told you this about CZ Binance. You guys told me, by the way, I told you this a long time ago. You told me, oh no, that's crazy. CZ Binance wouldn't do anything wrong. And I told you the guy's a criminal. He didn't become a billionaire by being a good guy. He broke plenty of laws. And then he admitted that I was right, and he broke all of those laws. Now, when I say that, you should understand that doesn't mean that he's not great for crypto. That doesn't mean that he's not a beacon of light, if you will, in the cryptocurrency realm. It just means that he decided to shortcut and circumnavigate some of the federal laws that the United States is governed by in order to do things and in order to steal. And by the way, the end result of that is he stole market shares from Coinbase. He stole market shares from Kraken. He stole market shares from Crypto.com. He stole market shares from all of these other people by manipulating the system and creating an unfair environment. Now, the fact that he's the best person for crypto doesn't mean he didn't break the law. So, I hope you guys understand. I don't dislike CZ Binance. I would shake his hand because I think he's the best person for crypto. But to delude yourself and to think a billionaire gives a shit about what you think, that's foolish. The only billionaire that I can think of that actually will do what you want them to do is probably Donald Trump. And he's doing it for, it's not necessarily a power grab. I think he just wants to, I think he genuinely believes that the country is corrupted and needs a cleansing of some sort. So, that he's the only one that's listening to you. I assure you, the rest of the billionaires, they don't give a shit what you think. And that includes Elon Musk. So, and again, it's okay. But Elon Musk, for this moment, just told crypto to go fuck itself, just like he told some other stuff. Now, let's talk about the XRP ETF. A couple of days ago, the Solana ETF was filed for. A couple of days ago, Ethereum spot ETF was approved. A couple of days ago, well, a couple of months ago, Bitcoin ETF was approved. And that leads us to, what is the next big move? The next big move is going to be that XRP ETF. Now, could that be happening? Well, there is something that just happened, okay? And this is probably going to be one of the, let's call it the big ones, okay? Could SBI Holdings and Franklin Templeton's new digital asset venture pave the way for an XRP ETF. Now, here's what's happening. Japan's SBI Holdings is set to establish a joint venture with Franklin Templeton, a U.S. asset manager, one of the largest ones, focusing on digital assets. SBI will hold a 51% stake in the venture. Franklin Templeton will own 49%. This move aims to position both companies ahead of the anticipated launch of digital asset ETFs in Japan, following recent developments in the US with spot Bitcoin and Ethereum, where they have been introduced. Franklin Templeton manages assets worth 1.5 trillion, is known for its investments in cryptocurrency ETFs, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. More to the point, the firm is now exploring a potential Solana ETF. SBI Holdings, a significant Japanese financial player with extensive interest in digital assets, has long been a partner of Ripple, the company behind XRP. SBI's relationship with XRP began in 2017 when SBI Remit started using Ripple's system for international money transfers. By 2021, SBI Remit began utilizing XRP as a bridge currency, facilitating quicker and more cost-effective transactions from Japan. The service has been expanded to include the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia, including SBI Motor Japan, which adopted XRP as its native currency in 2022. The new partnership raises speculation about the possibility of an XRP ETF. Now, basically what we're saying here is that there could be very soon a launch of an XRP ETF in Japan. Ripple executives had previously hinted at such a development, and given SBI's integration of XRP, this venture could set a precedent for the crypto ETF market and generate significant interest. So what we're talking about right now is in Japan. And once we get the Japan and it starts to work, then I think you're going to rapidly see the adoption in the United States of this same thing. Once Franklin Templeton gets out here and can prove that this thing works, and once the settlement with XRP is done, once Ripple Labs and the SEC are settled, then the next move at this point is going to be somebody will file, most likely now at this point, Franklin Templeton will file for a spot ETF on XRP. It's going to infuriate Gary Gensler, but we don't give a fuck about Gary Gensler. As a matter of fact, I'm going to quote Elon Musk, go fuck yourself, Gary Gensler, because he won't be able to stop it. He will be subject to enforcing the current environment and rules, and he set the rules and environment because the Biden administration has improved a Bitcoin spot ETF and an Ethereum spot ETF. There's no reason at this point for them to start to discount other ones other than volatility. And I think that XRP has been not incredibly volatile. It goes up and it goes down. So does Bitcoin, so does Ethereum, so does the rest of them. But volatility index, not that huge. It's not nearly as crazy as like a meme coin or something like that. So be looking for an XRP ETF coming out very, very soon. Now, while we're at that, let's talk about why Ethereum, the Ethereum ETF, like a lot of people talked about. Now, I didn't tell you that it's going to kick off an altcoin season immediately, but I do think that an altcoin season is coming. And I keep telling you guys, and in some of my videos, you might see that. I think that there's an Ethereum ETF. It is going to trigger an altcoin season, but it failed to trigger the altcoin season immediately. And the market cap has fallen by $78 billion on altcoins over the last several days. Now, when you look at this more broadly, then what you're looking at is this market cap right here. Let me pull this up for you. So this is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, and it's at 1.02 trillion now, but it went down to 971 trillion just a little while ago. Like this was a nice little dip, $972.2 billion. So we were down below $1 trillion in market cap. What we were looking for was more like a 1.27 trillion market cap like we had back here in March when it was really starting to rip. Again, this was only a couple of different tokens. This was not, and coins, not a bunch of different projects, but they are out there. But we bounced off of the 200. We got bought up immediately. You can see this confluence and convergence right here of the 20, the 50, and the 200. Like this is a wild sort of, think about it right here. It's all right here in this range right now. look at the last time that happened. The last time that happened right here. And then what did we get from there? Well, we got this from this little crossover move. We got that right there. That's happening again right now. So what does that mean? We could be looking at 1.7 trillion market cap if it just does what it continued to do. If the pattern continues to play itself out, then we could be looking at a huge move in the altcoin market. We just haven't reached that spot yet. Now, when you look back here, in fact, if you come back here, you can see the highest level was 1.7 trillion in that market. And guess what? If it does what it did when it crossed over the last time, if it just continues on from that spot to this spot, and we continue to do that from here to here, guess what? Ironically, we end up at 1.7 trillion all over again. So I do think that we're about to get there. So the question would be, what is it that we need to figure out? So the altcoin market, which has a total value above 1 trillion, broke down a little bit below, but now the market cap is moving within a flag pattern, which, by the way, you guys can see that right here. God damn it. There you go. You see it's kind of playing out in a flag pattern right now from this move right here. So it is entirely possible that we're going to have a rip. And now the market, where does it see? I've got another analyst out here who says that what they think is that this is going to lead to a breakout. Not all hope of recovery is lost, since the support at 967 billion is still intact. However, the market cap is moving within a flag pattern, which suggests a breakout that could push the altcoin value all the way to 1.56 trillion. That's the number that we're looking at on this next move. I say 1.7. They say 1.6. So this, however, would warrant a shift in demand from ETH ETFs to other altcoins as well. The launch did bring a slew of money into Ethereum, but that money failed to flow into other altcoins and has so far failed to move into other altcoins. However, the crypto market did not meet the expectation of investors, and proof of this is visible in the altcoin season index. The altcoin season index, which is something that we always look at over here, is sitting, by the way, incredibly low. Guys, I remember I told you that, we got to have that breakout. Well, we did have that breakout in January that led to a big move through March. We had our little altcoin area right there. Now we are in absolute Bitcoin season. Like, we are stuck in the Bitcoin cut, if you will. So, I mean, we're not there, but I do think that we're going to end up getting there very, very soon. Why is that? Well, a lot of this money is going to move from Ethereum and Solana, which are going to be pumps, to people are going to cascade that money down, because that's where the degens are. And here's the thing. The Bitcoin investors, largely maxis, they're not going to move their money all the way down, and they're going to see that giant cascade. We'll see some, but we won't see a giant cascade. What we get is Bitcoin people moving to Ethereum, Ethereum people moving to everything in the alts, and then the altcoins moving to the meme coins. Like, that's been the general waterfall of crypto for all of this time. So it should continue to be that case. We just haven't reached that moment yet. But here's what's going to happen. 3 weeks, in 3 weeks, Ben versus Wendy. God damn it, they're doing it again. Holy shit. Well, I mean, you never know. Anyway, oh, and by the way, for those of you that didn't see, Ben is having a, we'll talk about it in a few minutes. Anyway, so we could be looking at an Ethereum ETF 3 weeks from now, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks from now, right now, we'll start to see Bitcoin take off, in my opinion. We'll start to see Bitcoin really kind of rip. We're going to have to wait for, what is it called? God damn it. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. We're going to have to see that shakeout, that little bit of a shakeout from Grayscale. That's what it was. We're going to see Grayscale shake out just a little bit more. And then when they slow down on their selling and moving from one product to another, then we'll start to see positive movement on the Ethereum ETF. Underperforming, I think, at least in most people's opinion, so far. We'll look at the data in just a few moments. But if you haven't already, get ready for it, because in 3 weeks, it's going to happen. Now, let's talk about Shiba Inu. There's an AI prediction for Shiba Inu. And guys, I keep giving you these wild predictions for Shiba Inu, and I do think that it's ready and scheduled for a big launch. So Shiba Inu has fallen from the meme coin peak in March. Everything has, and has experienced a large plunge along with the rest of it. Then we're talking about, is it going to have a resurgence? Okay, that's the question. Right now, it's trading about 4016, 4017, depending on the hour. Right now, it's at 4016705. So that's the number that we're looking at. And what they're saying is, as an indicator of RSI and the broader positive development, AI has looked at it and it is setting a price target of 403 by the end of this year, basically a 2x at this point. So, and I'm not going to agree with that. Anyway, external market conditions have created a situation. The forecast is looking for increased adoption in utility, market sentiment, and technical patterns and external market conditions. And at press time, it was saying that by the end of this month, it should be at 402, but it was going to take a while for it to get to 403. Again, I do think that that is incorrect. I think that it's going to have a breakout. And my prediction for the end was 3460. So it's not that far away from what I'm like. My prediction is not, it is more in line with their prediction for the end of the year for AI. But, I think mine's going to be a little bit higher, I think. So be watching out for a big move on SHIB going forward. Also, somebody asked earlier about API 3. API 3 is up 7% on the day, having another big pump over here right now, coming off of this dip to 174, now up to 192. The question is, when is it going to have that big breakout? And the natural move for this right now is going to be a move here and a move here. So I'm expecting to see on API 3 a move into $3 because that's the volume range. So I'm expecting to see, some kind of move into this range coming up very, very soon on API 3. Like, I think that, we're not that far away. By the way, before we do that, we have to deal with the American audience. And look, this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like up until America woke up. And now America is selling off because America is a paper-handed Jeet. Towards the end of the day, again, around noonish, that's when we should see whether or not this is going to be a pump or a dump day. But we did see an enormous red candle now develop in the U.S. market because the U.S. market is bullshit. Now, the other thing is, part of the reason for that is because of this right now. The Dow Jones is up 493 points on the day. This is the 1 hour chart. If you look at the 12-hour, if you look at the daily right now, there's not only is there a futures gap right here, but it's continuing its little surge right now. And we could be looking at another high coming very, very soon. So positivity in the market. We'll see whether it translates into something that causes an enormous takeoff. By the way, MSI is up to 26 right now, 26. So continuing to move. Trademaster Ninja, if you guys haven't already, we're going to be doing some content on Trademaster Ninja starting next week. Bounced off the 20 MA just now. Should come up here and hit that 200 pretty soon. Like, I think that there's, it's going to be a moment here for a breakout from 28 into the 4 range, and then maybe beyond. I don't know. DevvE breaking down just a little bit, but again, this is like we're not concerned about that because what did we get? We got this move down here, and we're back testing. This was the trend line right there, and we're back testing the trend line right now. This could be the part of the explosive breakout. So I think we're still in line for 64 cents on DevvE in the short term. I think we're gonna have a nice big rip up here. So be watching for that to be the next big move. But anyway, after SHIB, let's go to there we go. Give me 1 second because this goddamn thing is. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. All right. Anyway, Trump themed Maga meme coin. Up 12% on the day right now. It's up 12% on the day. Sistine Research has predicted a massive breakout on Maga. The Trump holder count is at 71,700, an all-time high. It looks like it's trading around 620. Let's ask where we are today. Right now, Trump is at 628. Guys, I want you to look at this chart. I'm telling you right now, this thing is breaking out to $1 billion market cap, and it's probably going to do it at some point like today. Because when does Trump speak at the Bitcoin conference? You know what I mean? Whenever that is, I think we're looking for a massive sort of rip coming very, very soon. Once we see that Trump is out here talking about Bitcoin, and when he says strategic reserve and he starts talking shit, this thing is going to, he's going to be talking to us. He is our people at this point, right? And when he starts talking to us about what's going on in crypto, people are going to be buying Maga, and it's going to go to $1 billion market cap. So just get ready for this, because I'm telling you right now, the Maga token is going to absolutely explode, and it will not take very long. Like, we're going to be looking at another one of these incredible sort of runs. And it'll start here at $6 or whatever the number is, and it's going to end at like $22 or $23. Like, it is at this point, it's basically written in the stars. Okay, as we get closer and closer and closer to this election time, that this is going to be a big one. So make sure that you have yourself a bag of Maga. Saitama. Let's talk about Saitama, because Saitama has continued and continued and continued to underperform. Now, going back in explaining what happened here, Prince, one of the guys here, was lying. He was stealing from some of the ladies in these, like, he was, I mean, whatever was going on. He was telling them, "Oh, I think you're a beautiful woman, and I think you should give me your money," or some dumb shit like that. And they were like, okay, for whatever fucking reason. I have no idea why, but he was then selling on the chart over and over and over again. We got this nice pump here from L Bank, then we had this nice big dump all the way down here to this line. I said 1.5 cent was going to be our number here. It was my opinion that it would be 1.5 cent. This right here was the double bottom that people were talking about a few days ago. Okay, that's that double bottom right there. Like I kept telling you guys, like I said, well, there's a double bottom right here, and I mean, maybe it's going to rip. Like they're saying it will, but I didn't agree that was going to be the next big move, right? I thought that there was potentially more downside, because there was no motivating factor here that was going to cause some kind of pump, right? So we hit 1.5, and now new buyers are stepping in, and we got up to 1.9. We got almost back up to 2 cents last night before selling off. This is a 4-hour chart. Let me get to the 1 hour so you can see kind of how it played out. And really what it looked like is, if you just kind of look at it from this context, have we reversed yet? That's the question. And if we reverse, we're going to be fine, right? But we've got to reverse still. So when you look at it broadly, then, the question is, will this curve like that? And it has not so far. This is just, another pump could lead to another dump and another dump and another, like it could still continue to go down. Like we may not be done. We may not, there may be more dip in this, is what I'm saying. It is possible that there's more dip. Now, it would be, in my opinion, that that's a good opportunity for accumulation on it, because long term, I still think that we've got a nice, viable project ready for a significant run. What I would like to see out of Saitama at this point would be this move right here into 3 cents. That's reaffirming the structure here. We need that bounce to confirm that there's still positive sentiment and positive momentum. But you can see here in the 7-day, we lost about $40,000 in capital. In 24 hours, we're up 6%. But we still got sellers coming in. We don't have enough buyers to offset the sellers. The reason that the price is positive is because Solana continues to soar. So this is basically the pairing at this point that's creating this positive sort of move. So be looking for some continued positive price action over the next couple of days. I do think that it is my opinion at this point that based on the way this structure is, I think that this could have been that final actual real shakeout. So now I think that there is a reversal, but I don't know for sure. Like I want to see I want to see a little bit more action out of it before I say that we're definitely going to do it. Now, let's move on to DevvE, because DevvE has an entire ecosystem that's being built here, right? And as far as price action goes, you can see right here. My question is: have we reversed the dump? Have we reversed the sell-offs on the pre-sale, stuff like that, right? Well, it seems to me at this point, I need some more data, but again, same thing. We've got this downward momentum, but now it's starting to turn this way. So if it's starting to turn this way, then the continuation of that would be, to this, we're continuing on. And I do think that there is a move into this range coming up pretty soon. So that's what I believe is about to happen. I don't have any data right now to completely back that up. And I know, when I draw this out, I'm doing it based on where it is right now, but it's done this before and then still came down. It's done this before and still came down. So I'm not saying that this is not done dumping. I don't think that it is, but I don't know for sure. I mean, again, if this is a nice little spike and reversal, then we could be seeing some enormous upside to this. So it's just a question of getting there. And if we get there, then cool. But if you haven't already, you should definitely be checking out DevvE. I saw some discussion and I saw some conversation about this. A lot of, and look, I'm one of those kind of guys that I don't like. How do I say that? What's the best way for me to say this? Look, I don't need to be stimulated constantly in order to hold my bag. But there are people that are needing stimulation, and if that's the case, then some of these projects might not be for you. If you can't do anything but cry about your bag constantly, then crypto. I mean, you got to be able to set it and forget it, and understand that the price might go down and it might dip severely before it makes a corrective sort of move, right? And if you don't see that, look, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, other than you should be so lucky as to be in a project at a $10 million market cap like DevvE at this point. It is only a matter of time before some massive partnerships are announced. And this is AI technology based, by the way, just for clarity's sake here. This is a blockchain that does 8 million transactions per second. This is a blockchain that already has AI laws and regulations programmed into it, and it is customizable based on your region. This is a fully compliant, permissioned blockchain for businesses. Businesses pay top dollar for stuff. So you're going to get a blockchain for your business that is a top dollar blockchain, 8 million transactions per second. This is enormous. And the market cap, again, 10 million. What happens when it gets discovered? And it will get discovered. What happens when it gets discovered? Very simply, a $500 million market cap. Because looking around at the blockchains, this blockchain specific stuff, that like there are so many different blockchains out here, but they tend to go to at least a 500 million market cap. 500 million market cap is a 50x from where you are right now. 50x from where you are right now is a significant move, and that's still $500 million. Okay, it would take 100. It would go 100x to go to $1 billion market cap. And again, you go down here and you start looking. When you have big businesses using your blockchain, you tend to have a very robust and big market cap. So, and Abundance Grace asked the question: what will be the price for Lunk by the end of 2025? I don't think by the end of 2025. I think it'll be back down to like 201. But I think that it's going to go to 2.5 cents, basically. I think it's going to have just an incredible run. And it's just going to take, I don't think it's going to stay there, because once we get through 2025, midway through 2025, that's going to be dump 30 because the bull run is going to be over. So, we're going to have another 8-9 months here in this bull run before we start to get that downward momentum. And remember, we haven't even seen blow-offs for meme coins and all that kind of stuff yet. All we've seen is like new meme coins and stuff like that. The stuff with utility and shit like that we could be seeing, we haven't even seen yet. So bear that in mind. Also, and that was the next point here on LUNC and USTC. There's a lot going on. So check my video out today if you want to know more about that. But let's look now at the rest of the market, which is going to be brought to you by Trade Master Ninja. Bitcoin ETFs, let's look at what the flows were. 475 Bitcoin were bought yesterday on the flow, which means that $31 million came in. So we've offset that one negative day. There's one negative day so far in this month. By the way, in this month, there's one negative day, 77 million, 31 million positive yesterday. Ethereum, however, look at this. Ethereum was just horrible. So far on flows, if the Ethereum grayscale is still dumping super hard, but we're getting flows coming back in. So grayscale, they're having a nice little flow coming in. BlackRock is having a nice little flow coming in. And remember, this is not the spot ETF. The spot ETF over here, people are migrating over, but some people are taking their money out. Okay. So BlackRock having 2 decent days. Bitwise, same thing. Fidelity, same thing. The rest of them, not nearly as much. So down 152 million again after 133 million after only 106 million on the first day. So this is still in the negative zone. We're still not getting a nice big sort of pump out of this. So the Ethereum project line just kind of weighing down at this point. Again, I thought this was going to happen here, but we're breaking down to the 200 MA, which made sense. Of course, in hindsight, it makes sense whenever you break down to a certain level. The question is, will it reverse and will it start to pump back up? Well, so far, we haven't seen any positive information that's given us reason to think that we're accumulating in any sort of appreciable good way. So Hong Kong ETFs, kind of same thing here. When you look at it from USD standpoint, so far coming all the way down. The total inflows, 284 million. And look at this. What we're starting to see, this is the last bunch of days. Here, this is the important part, right? The here and now is what matters the most. And if you start to look at the here and now from July on, so July, 3 million, 6 million, 7 million, 2 million, 7 million, 1 million, 37 million, 31, 3 million, 2 million, 100,000, lost 2.8 million, 3 million there, and 1.7 million there. So you've had 2 pretty bad days, but you've had a whole lot of good days in the last little while. So money is still coming into the Hong Kong ETFs. And that's a significant number. And if you look at this is the Ethereum ETFs as well. The Ethereum ETFs are also positive in Hong Kong, not nearly as positive as the US ones, but still positive nonetheless. So liquidity heat map, let's take a quick look here. We're going to use model 2 today just to be nerds. You can look here and you can see we've kind of swept down here. I would make a guess here that there should be a dip to catch some of this liquidity at 66 and then a move back up here into the 67, 68 range, most probably coming in the next couple of hours today. On the 1 month chart, let's look where the biggest pool of liquidity is. So if you're a heat seeker and you're looking for that money and you're looking to wreck people, the way that you're going to look at this, you can see right now we're not coming back down into this range unless there's a massive, massive dump. Doesn't make sense for that to happen. What would make more sense would be to come up into the 69 range, to come through 68, 69,000 and sweep out some of this right here in this range. Makes the most sense based on the fact that it would take a lot of dump to get down here and attack these liquidity pools. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't happen. That doesn't mean that it's not coming. But as of right now, if you look at it from that context, then the easiest place to go for it is going to be up here at the top. So that's it, guys. That's my time. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to pop out of here right now. And we'll see you again tomorrow or Monday. We'll see you again Monday. The market's at 46 billion to the positive on the day. Solana is up 5%. Trademaster Ninja is up 9%. API 3 is up 7%. 5IRE, you guys know I like 5IRE. 5IRE is up 13% on the day. Ondo's up 4% on the day. Not near that $1.10 level, but still up 4% on the day, getting back to the $1 range. Brett is up 10% on the day. Band is up 8% on the day. Cortex is up 40% now on the day, having a breakout moment. Injective up 7% on the day. Pith is up 5%. So we're getting, this is RWA that's having a nice little run. Rune is up 6% on the day. Trump is currently up 7% on the day. Look, I think Trump is going to end up being up 100 million, billion, trillion, jillion % by the end of this. So, you know, I do think it's going to have a big run. Arrow, another RWA, is up 13% on the day. So RWA is what's pumping right now. So go check your rotations. If you see something, you know, meme coins probably going to pop off again pretty soon, because I think the RWA rotation means meme coins, it goes like the cycle, I think, includes meme coins at this point. So I think maybe you might see a little pump on memes over the next little while through the weekend. That's, you know, I don't know. Maybe not. Let's wrap this up. Make sure you're staking your crypto. If you're not staking your crypto, you're probably, you know what I mean? So good luck. We'll talk to you again soon, and have a good weekend. And yeah. And also, don't forget, Donald Trump is going to be speaking at Bitcoin. And who's Donald Trump's favorite crypto channel? Me.
I'm about to drop some hugely powerful alpha. And that's what they call it. They call it alpha, believe me. Okay? And not many people know this, but alpha means that I know big things, strong things, powerful things. So here's the alpha, folks. If you want to be hugely rich like me, you got to join and subscribe to the Believes Crypto YouTube channel. You got to become a member, because many people say, quite frankly, it's the strongest YouTube channel out there. It's fantastic. It's the best. So let me know what you think, folks. Funny Donald out.
And if you can't trust Donald Trump, who can you trust? What is going on, guys? You know, when I give it to you, it's important. Cryptonomy.finance just launched their own channel. This is a key financial sector for information every single day about what's going on in cryptocurrency and the broader markets. It's on Telegram, and it's Cryptonomy_community. Go check it out today. You know, staking is where it's at. There's panic in the market right now. Fear and greed index is down in the 20s right now, and you should know by this point it is a time to buy. So my first deposit right now, you guys know I'm bullish on it, API 3. I really think API 3 does a 100 to 300x in this next bull run. I just staked 4,000 API 3. My reward on that, 2,892 API 3. I think it's trading around $1.90 right now. So this is a big move for me. I think that this could produce some serious yield. Not to be outdone, you guys love Jasmy. I love Jasmy as well. I think it's going to be the biggest thing in blockchain for gaming at some point, maybe even integrated into Sony. 340,000 Jasmy right now. I just staked it for 9 months, and my reward on this, 244,516 Jasmy. I'm super excited about this one. I think it's going to be a big banger. But let's face it, the real money is made over here on the launch pool. Watercoin, Water, we talked about it already. It's already up 6x. They took a big profit on this already. Cookie, you remember Cookie trending on Dex Tools, up 5x right now. Patoshi up 3x. Huge yields being rewarded. Cryptopia TOS was also 3x in the last round. Cryptonomy.finance knows what they're doing when it comes to these big launches. Make sure that you're contacting Cryptonomy.finance, and if you do, you can use their 24/7 support line as well. You can convert your collateral into whatever it is that you need, because they hold almost every crypto asset that you can possibly think of for staking and rewards. So sign up to Cryptonomy.finance today. Oh, and one more thing. In about a month, Cryptonomy is going to announce its own launchpad. It'll start launching its own, and guess what? You, as a customer,